Hi, my name is Elena Ninja, and this is my persuasive speech. So I wanted to write a speech about why people with multi-marginalized identities and PWI require more mental health advocacy. To start off, I'll start off by explaining a story. So last semester, this story is as recent as last semester. I had some roommate issues, moved rooms. Third roommate, she had a lot of friends. They all happened to look alike. A lot of our conversations would consist of talking about people they slept with, people who they go on dates with, and just men in general. So one of the girls, blonde and white, said, "I couldn't imagine being a black girl here. I mean, I'm blonde and white, and I'm more insecure here because they're prettier ones than me." A lot to unpack. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to do all of that. But that one statement caused a catastrophic, mind-bending, mental, it was terrible. I was just thinking about a lot of stuff. And one of the things that just really stood out to me and something that definitely prompted this topic was, if this white woman is saying this at a school where she knows she is the beauty standard for all the men in her circle, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for all the many other races, ethnicities, and sexualities that go here at the school? Because yeah, it's a PWI. We knew that it was going to be a very small percentage of people outside of white people because it's a predominantly white institution. But there are a lot of people who are of color, at least, and regardless of the amount, they shouldn't be made to feel worse in any type of way. So when having this conversation like this, it is important to know terminology, because a lot of people don't know terminology. Words oftentimes have many meanings, negative and positive connotations, and I want us all to be on the same page. So let's start off with the definition of positionality. Positionality Sorry, I'm going a little bit too fast. Positionality refers to where one is located in relation to their various social identities. Things like gender, race, class, ability, and geographical locations play a part in how people perceive that person or how their experience could be totally different. For instance, black girl who grew up in Florida would probably have a totally different experience than a white person who grew up in California, or a white person who grew up in Sacramento, or specifically a white girl or male who grew up in Sacramento versus a white boy who grew up in the Bay Area. They're going to have totally two different experiences. Race, class, gender, all that play a part, and positionality is specifically just being hey, this is a thing, positionality, whatever the case may be. So people with multi-marginalized identities are set up to deal with mental health issues. That comment literally sent me into a catastrophic, just mind-bending, just turmoil where I could have been spending more time doing my schoolwork. I could have been spending more time making relationships. I could have been spending more time modeling. Whatever I have time to do, I was thinking about this girl saying this because it's microaggression and it happens all the time. I've had 5-hour-long conversations with many other people who are marginalized, black, woman, gay, whatever, and they have these same experiences. And it's not okay that we can sit here and talk about it for 5 hours and someone who just says it mindlessly. So the whole point is people need to advocate for that. We need to talk about it. We need to have more education about it. We need to just acknowledge it, because a lot of times I feel like people are told to hush about it. My grandma literally was like, prevail. Yeah, prevail, but why aren't we talking about it? Why is it still happening, Why are we not talking about how these microaggressions and how it feels to be isolated at a PWI, the commentary, the weird looks? It's hard, and it affects your mental health, and it needs to be talked about. So yeah, that is my speech. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.